Okay, before we install the print driver and the software to use it, we need to actually plug it on the network. So on the back, it does actually have an Ethernet socket at the back and obviously the power. So we need an Ethernet cable that goes to a live port or a switch, a network switch, or into the router directly. So network cable, pop that in, apply some power, pop that in there, switch it on. There we go. And now it'll initialize on the network and we can install the print drivers. So get onto the World Wide Web, go to the Brothers website, so Brother Drivers, and search box at the top. I've searched for it recently, so I'm searching for the TD2130N. You would put it in the box there, click on it, view the details about the product, scroll down to support and drivers, and then downloads and drivers here at the bottom. Now it's popped up and seen me on Windows 11, so I'm going to OK that, and I'm going to right mouse click, open in a new tab, the printer driver. So agree to the terms. I'm going to download it to the desktop. It's complete, so I'm going to open the folder, drag it across here, double click it. It's a self-installer. I am just going to make sure that actually unravs to the desktop. There we go. So I'll close that box. We've got a folder now. Go into it and run this setup application here. So I'll double click that. Choose my model. Next. Now I'm choosing obviously a wide network connection because it's on Ethernet. The benefit obviously having it on the network is you can install the drivers and the software application on many PCs as long as you're in the same network obviously. So I'm going to click next. Next. Yep. Change the firewall settings. Yes to confirm I've got it switched on. It's now searching for it on the network. It's found it. Obviously make sure it is switched on at this time. If it isn't, switch it on, click refresh, and it'll have another search. So I'm going to click next. Once complete, just click finish. That's the relevant print driver installed, but not the software. So I'm going to go back to the other tab that I was on previously, and you can see here the editing tool. So I'm going to click on that, agree, and it's after the serial number of the device. So enter the serial number in, and then obviously submit. Once you click submit, it will open up a folder for you to choose a location where you want to download it. I am on the desktop, so I'm going to save it to the desktop. Right, once downloaded, I'm going to click on the folder, and you can see there's the application. Double click it, yes to run it, and just follow through the installer. Right, once done, click finish. That's it. So you can close the boxes down. Yep, and close my folders. Now it's downloaded and installed, I'm just going to delete these two files that we downloaded off the Brother website, and we're left with this. So we can open this up. This is the software we use to make the labels with. I'm just going to click a new layout, and you've got your media, your size of your rolls here on the top left hand corner, and you've got some choices to make. Now for me, I've got an aftermarket label that is 54 by 101, and it doesn't have that. So what I'm going to do at this point is, in the search box at the bottom, I'm going to type in control, and I'm going to hit the control box and go to devices and printers. Within here, I'm going to click on printers and scanners, and you can see we've got the Brother 2130. So I'm going to click on it here and open up printing preferences, and it gives you the preferences for the defaults for the Brother label printer. So this point here is we can actually go into the, still on the basic tab, paper size setup, and it gives you all your options. You can click new. So I am going to rename this as custom 1, like so, and we're going to put the actual width of the labels. The labels dimensions can be measured with a ruler, but Mine actually has the size on the back of it. So mine's 54 by 101, so 54. So I can just type in 54 there, and then I can type in 101 here. And the label spacing is the spacing between the labels before the next one. I'm just going to leave it 3mm at the moment and see how I get on with that. If I find the spacings out, I know where I can go. So I click add, and it adds it to the list at the bottom. And then I'm going to just exit and OK that. So what it's saying there is I need to quit the application software and reopen it. So I'm going to close that box and this one. I'm going to close this. And I'm going to reopen it. New layout again, and in the drop down menu you'll notice custom 1 is now populated at the bottom. You can see it says length is 101. That's cool. So at this point here we are horizontal. You can have it vertical if you want, but we're going to stick with horizontal, and this is where you can actually fill in the label. So right now it's time to insert the barcode. So across the top, insert barcode. Opens up this box and it's asking for the data here. So this would be the place that you put the product code in from the EPoS system. So I've got one here. We sign in, and you can see that it's got a layout here with all the departments on. And if I pop into, say, sandwiches, we've got a bunch of sandwiches, and we've got something like cheese sandwich, a coronation chicken sandwich. Now what the plan is to run a label with a barcode on, with the ingredients on, how much you sell it for and everything, so you can quickly scan it. So let's have a look. Exit, manage the screen, product maintenance. And there's different ways that you can get to the product code. You can just search for it by name here and just put the name in, or you can maybe do it by the department. So click on that, go to takeaway as an example. There's the sandwiches. We'll choose coronation chicken sandwich, and it's come up with the product code and the description, and obviously how much you sell it for. So I will just highlight that. I'm going to do a Control C, which copies it, and I'm going to do a Control V, that pastes it. I'm going to press OK. So you can see it's populated a barcode. I'm just dragging that around with my mouse, and I'm going to shrink it because it doesn't need to be that size, and we can add it wherever you like. So let's put a sell price in. I'm on this cursor here, this one here at the top. I'm going to click inside. There is a text box in there. I'm just going to shrink that down and drag it across here, like so. We can maybe just shrink it down and populate back in here, and we'll put it as £5 because that's how much it was for sale for. So I'll put it for £5. I will just shrink this down actually. No, I won't. Let's just get rid of that extra space. There we go. So let's drag that like that, shrink it down a little bit. Takes a bit of getting used to. Once you get used to it, it'll make it look easier. So we need to put a description in. So I'm going to pop back over to the till here, and I'm going to copy this part here. Control C. I'm just going to do a Control V, and it's populated the name. And then we can maybe put the ingredients in. I mean, if you want to, you can right mouse click, highlight it, right mouse click, go to properties, and you've got some options that you can do in here. So I'm going to go to font. I'm going to make it bold to make it stand out a little bit and press OK. So it's now in bold. You can drag it around, put it in the middle, make it bigger if you want. Obviously keep it within the label. Right, let's put some ingredients in. So making sure that we're on this A here, we'll drag a box like so, and I just have a template here and I'm going to paste it in. So Control V, and as you can see there's the ingredients. Now we don't need to take that much space up, I don't think. We can maybe just make that a bit smaller. What we could do, to be fair, if we wanted to, we could rearrange things. I can just go on this cursor here, and we can drag the boxes out the way for a moment and decide to maybe pop it down, have it across the bottom like so, and go back to the A here, and we'll maybe just make that in bold because it's gluten, and press OK there. So it's making it in bold. I'm sure there's other stuff in here that's gluten or lactose or something like that. Let me just drag that across and just use the whole box. We can just move this out of the way, put that back on there actually. Click on the box and just drag it. We can move the barcode. Move that up there. You can see I'm very good at this, aren't I? Sarcasm. Well, maybe make the barcode a little bigger, like that, and we can put in the price, like that. Anyway, everyone has their own ideas how they want it laid out, but that will roughly will do. See if I can just centralize that, wasting too much time on it, and press print. And there we are. Now, once that's printed, you can, if you want, save it. Just press save, and you can call it whatever you like, so you can use them as templates, basically. Right, so here's the label. Just going to tear that off. Let's have a look at it. This is what it looks like. So, all ingredients across the bottom, the sell price, the barcode, which is the important part as well, and obviously the name of the actual sandwich. And this will just be stuck physically on the roll or the sandwich or whatever it may be. Okay, so at this point here, we have an EPoS ready, and if we're on the sales screen, you use a scanner. So we have a scanner here, and we'll just scan it, scan the barcode. There we go. So it's come up with a Coronation Chicken sandwich on the screen there. Right, hopefully that's a useful video, and thanks for watching.